Edward Snowden, the former CIA employee who leaked details of a massive secret US surveillance program, has vowed to fight any attempt to extradite him from Hong Kong. In a newspaper interview, he accused Washington of bullying the Hong Kong government. He told the South China Morning Post that he was neither a traitor or a hero.
Tough questions from U.S. senators for the head of the National Security Agency. It was the U.S. Army General's first public appearance since details of the government spying programs were made public. General Keith Alexander fought to justify the controversial programs, arguing that despite monitoring millions of private phone and internet records, the programs are keeping Americans safe. The senator seemed unsatisfied with explanations for how a high school dropout like Edward Snowden was able to gain such high-level access to some of the biggest U.S. security secrets. The NSA head says their answers the public needs as officials debate how to best protect civil liberties and maintain U.S. security.
It's dozens of terrorist events that these have helped prevent.
Alexander said the agency will thoroughly investigate how Edward Snowden was given access to key parts of the NSA network.
They're the first comments Edward Snowden's made since disappearing from his Hong Kong hotel room. In an interview with the South China Morning Post, the 29-year-old says he's neither a hero nor a traitor. He hits back at criticism of his decision to seek haven in the Chinese territory, saying he could have fled but intends to stay in Hong Kong and fight the US government in the courts. "I'm not here to hide from justice," he's quoted as saying. "I'm here to reveal criminality."
That Edward Snowden has chosen to speak to Hong Kong's #1 English daily newspaper, the South China Morning Post. The reason being is that he wants to address the Hong Kong public directly. He is basically appealing for the people of Hong Kong to decide his fate and not the US government. You know, Natalie, there was a lot of questions about why he chose this remote part of the world when he could have really chosen anywhere. He got on a plane, travelled 14 hours halfway around the world to really let off these bombshells.
I think it would be wisest for him to leave Hong Kong because we do have bilateral agreements with the U.S. and we are duty bound to comply with these agreements. Hong Kong is not a legal vacuum, as Mr. Snowden might have thought.
Snowden's decision to flee to Hong Kong has raised questions. Although the territory does have an extradition treaty, central government in Beijing has the final say. But while China may be tempted by Snowden's insights, that may not hold up the extradition process.
I don't think the Chinese want to get involved in this at all. They think this is an in-house problem for the Americans. Let the Americans take care of it and get China out of the way. And by that also means get Hong Kong and its authorities out of the way.
The media have already caught up with Snowden's family in Maryland, his mother here refusing to comment. And while the fugitive whistleblower indicated he may seek asylum in Iceland, no request has yet been filed. To do that, Snowden would already have to be in Icelandic territory.